fastest T20 50 as well for Andre Russell, and that's what they need. 97 for 30. Of course, they lost yesterday, did the Galle Gladiators, so they've got to get up and make sure they win today. But there's no doubt the Kings will be quite happy at this stage. Righto, here we go. Mickey Arthur, what are your thoughts?
Well, that was absolute carnage out there. Andre Russell, fantastic. I mean, it makes you think, why don't you just chuck him at the top of the order in 2020 cricket? He could almost get a double hundred in that. But he was superb, still at the crease, hit through the line, played incredibly powerful cricket shots. He was amazing. And I thought Laurie Evans, as you said, Russ, found his range towards the back end as well.
Mohammad Amir had a massive responsibility when Andre Russell came out there. The ball did swing. He needed to use that length, getting it up there and look for that wicket.
Yeah, that's right. The ball did swing the first ball, but he then went a little bit fuller. I think he might have got a little bit of greedy with his balls, and then after that, it didn't swing at all.
Righto, it was quite extraordinary. He faced every delivery to Andre Russell in that first over, and he went for 26 runs in the first over, so that was magnificent stuff from Russell. And Zazai is a very fine player. Look at that strike rate, 147. He's someone that needs to fire right at the top for the Galle Gladiators. But Andre Russell starting proceedings, and then it was a situation, I think, of course, where it was just all full steam ahead, that's for sure. Gunatilaka has got a strike rate of 125.6, fairly experienced with 84 games. Have to go from ball one, simple as that.
Zazai has a higher score of 162 in T20 cricket. How do you do that?
He's very dangerous. He hits the ball extremely hard.
O'Donnell. Slow ball first up. Bit of a misfield, bit of a knock on. Will they come back for the second? Yes, they do. They're going to have to run back, double up with everything.
Look, we got a high.
With a swing, and he went with the swing. A couple of bounces, and that's gone for 4.
Extremely well at the top of the order for Afghanistan. He certainly gets him going. Oh, that was actually Danushka Gunatilaka. He's a little bit of width. He hits extremely well over extra cover. We highlighted that fact in the first game.
You can't give width with this field. Great control.
He has got a few variations. He's got one at the back of the hand as well. Boundary or two to finish this over. Hit that well enough. That's gone for 6. That's a very good shot. Beautifully played.
They are in the hunt. 4 balls, 14. Required rate around 19. No dots. Length. Or just short of a length. This pitch. Just sitting up to be spanked. Huh?
No margin for error whatsoever, and the key there, Russ, as you said, the length. Length allowed Danushka to get underneath that and hit it over.
Check that boundary at long on. Man inside the circle, fine leg, and that's beautifully played. That's clever.
He thrives on width, and he does play these little dinks and plays them very, very well.
But from Udana's point of view, nothing wrong with it. That's what you want. Skills of the batsman these days, the ability to read the game.
It's going to be called a wide, I think it is. It is. A little bit of swing away as well. There's a man at long on as well. Now there's a bit of swing, but it's gone past the inside edge. That's a dragging on the onside, just the single. Clever again. He's got enough on it. Something they practice a lot these days. Is he going to come back for the second? Yes, he can do that quite comfortably. It's going to be bowled again. That's a wide. Straight, oh, direct hit would have been out.
And out for the return catch.
by long distance had there been any connection with those stumps at the bowler's end.
But just on that, he bowled the bouncer, he gave away the wide, and you don't mind that as a coach, because it does play with the batsman's footwork, and we didn't see the transferal of weight in that shot from Danushka. His weight was slightly back.
Zai's strike now. Oh, that's solid. That's a beautiful shot. Strong wrists. Punt that away for a boundary.
Short hand jab. Geez, we're seeing some outstanding shots today.
Yeah, that's what you need in these sort of situations. Beautifully bowled. That is a perfect length. You cannot do much with that at all unless you happen to be batting deep in your crease. Last ball, the second over. Oh, that's whipped away. Whipped away for 6 runs. That is a perfect way to finish over number 2. So 16 runs off that over. 35. Just a half a shot, really.
Look at where he was. Look at where Chandimal was. The wicketkeeper generally follows the line of the ball, and he was the only one who appealed.
Oh, he's tried to hit that one a long way, but he's played and missed. If you have downloaded the app that we've been talking about, that's leg side, hit the pad, couple of dot balls.
Camping them with change of pace.
Halfway through the third over, 1 run only. They've got to be big boundaries now. That is also just a little trot. That's all it is for 1. So 2 runs.
Not giving them any room to free their arms. Been a good over so far.
60 required off 14 balls. Goodness me. Oh, it's another dot ball. Again, into the pads, cramping him up.
Timer is wasting time.
And he's picked up a wicket. That is an extraordinary over. That is magnificent stuff. It has just conceded 2 runs and also has picked up a wicket.
One of those was a leg by. And in a game where everyone's been scoring at 20 or maybe even 25 and over, how do you bowl an over for a single? Zazai for 6. 37 for 1.
Wide outside the line of off stump, and it is called a wide in the end.
Afridi called it, and he got it.
There's protection out there. They'll try and no, they won't. They want Afridi on strike. They want as much of Afridi on strike as possible, I think, for the rest of this game. Yep, third man or fine leg. Nice and full, squeezing it down through the third man region, and that's gone for 4. That's a my 11 circle champion shot.
And he wants the player, you have to understand that, soak it up and focus on what's next.
Yeah, and he set his field as well. We've seen a deep mid wicket, deep long on, deep long off, deep extra cover, and deep cover point. It tells you what he's going to bowl. He's going to go slow. He's
6s and 3 balls. Obviously not. That's a dot ball. Slice that away. Has it got through? Yes, it has. Pick the gap.
I told you, get it right.
And that's another boundary. So 14 off that over. He's not happy, Afridi. He's got a bit grumpy. That's the single. Bit of flight, bit of turn.
Hello.
Is it going to be out? Yes, it is out. Case Ahmed has picked him up. We're not going to see the flip at 11:59 p.m.
Anyway, very good catch running backwards. Ashan That over that he bowled changed the game. 1 run, 1 wicket, takes a catch. Shahid Afridi. He's gone. Too much to do for him too. Well, Shahid Afridi, it's 52 for 2.
In this, sorry, 3 balls left in this game actually. Strike rate's certainly handy. But yeah, this is a bridge too far. So many runs to get and only 3 balls to go. Just gone past midnight. Local time in Sri Lanka. Case Ahmed has picked up his first. 1 for 1, his return at this stage. Going down leg.
Is it another? Is it another? For Case Ahmed? No, it isn't. It's actually another, but it's another 6.
Has been amazing. Azam Khan hitting through the line. Let's see if this one went over. No, 4. Isuradana, he should have caught that.
It's not a 6. It's a My 11 Circle champion shot.
Last ball. Still having a dip. What's he done to finish? He's picked up another big one. 6 more runs. Couple of big 6s to finish. But that is outstanding work from Andre Russell. He is the star, that's for sure. And the Colombo Kings have got up again. They won the Super Over in game number 1. They've now won this one in a 5-over game.
You won by 34 runs in a 5-over game. Andre Russell has beaten the Galle Gladiators on his own. He scored 65 in 19. The Gladiators 62 in 30.
It's an incredible performance, and if you wanted one to...
Well, great job done by the Colombo Kings. 2 wins in 2. 1 very tight, so they're finding ways to win. Dominant in every way. Galle Gladiators, plenty to think about.
I certainly have. Kings getting up by 34 runs, so that's 2 games they've played, 2 games they've won, and it's the exact opposite, I'm afraid, for the Galle Gladiators. Played 2 and haven't won 1 at this stage. Just a reminder also that 5 teams in the competition, the top 4 go through to the end, a couple of semi-finals, and then those 2 winners, knockout situation, go through to the final. So there's the start. Wow, he was just absolutely sensational. 26 runs of his own bat in the first over, set the tone, that's for sure. And then, of course, the Kings managed 26 off the second, and it's got them to 52 runs off 2 overs. And it was quite dramatic stuff from the Kings. There's the coach, Herschel Gibbs. Mickey?
Yeah, the super coach, Herschel Herman Gibbs. Him and Regana Harith will be very, very happy. They 2 from 2, and sitting top of the table, I would have thought. Galle Gladiators have got a little bit of work to do. They've got a little bit to think about. They join the Candy Tuskers, both yet to get off the mark in this competition.
6 more games to go, so it's all's not lost as yet. But you have to react fast. That's the key. The Galle Gladiators, Gunatilaka not out on 30. Strike rate of 200 when you're chasing a score with a required rate of 19 plus. Just not gonna do it. Zazai 6, Afridi 12, Azam Khan 10. Too much to do. Just 62 for 2 in 5. Udana was good. None for 33, but that over from Priyanjan. Unbelievable in the circumstances. 1 for 1.
Right, so let's look at the match summary. Kings, superb. 96 runs off their 5 overs, 3 hours of rain. That's why we got to that situation. Russell was sensational. Evans, a little cameo from him. And Fernando picked up 1. Gladiators in reply, 62 for 2. And not too many runs with the bat. And wickets were shared as well. But the Kings got up by 34 runs. So it was comprehensive from the boys from Colombo. Righto. Bottom line is that the Colombo Kings won comfortably by 34 runs, and thankfully the rain stopped, and thankfully we saw something really special, which was magnificent to see. Righto, there's look at the points table at the moment. Up at number 1 is the Colombo Kings. They played 1-2, and their net run rate is really positive. They got 4 points. Dumbula Viking played 1-1, and they've got a couple of points. Jaffna Stallions have also got 2 points as well. Same result for them at this stage. The Tuskers, Candy Tuskers at number 4, 2, and haven't won any. And the Galle Gladiators in the same boat as well, play 2 and haven't got any points along with the Tuskers. So they're struggling at the bottom there. But we saw a terrific individual performance basically today, which got the boys at the top there further ahead again. Righto, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to join the boys upstairs in the studio. And also, of course, we'll be hearing from the captains of the presentation.